What's up guys, Rage Bahama here, and I'm just gonna bring you a really quick video on how to mine Zclassic on smOS, simple mining system. And the reason why I'm doing this is because as of right now, it's pretty much the most profitable one to mine with my specific rig, which are the 1080 Ti's, the gaming X ones. And it was really simple how to do this, and I'm not for sure how many of you wanted to do this, but instead just chose to do with Zclassic and whatnot. But let's just hop right into it. So let me show you how simple it is to just mine Zclassic. So again, I'm using smOS and whatnot. So this is the simplest one to do. So right now I'm in my settings and whatnot. Usually you'll click minor programs and you see the info, echo hash, which is the algorithm it uses. You see Zec and BTG. So originally what I thought was like, okay, these are the only two things that I can mine. I was pretty sure that the things in the parentheses were the things that, only the things that I can mine and whatnot. But who's this? You can ignore that. But but that's not true. You can mine anything that pretty much has that algorithm, which Zclassic does. So right here we're looking at what you receive when you choose your specific algorithm. So you notice server, blah 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 blah. The main thing you want to look at here is the ports. That is the main thing right here. So when I was mining Zcash and whatnot, I was trying to see what was the difference. Like, why was it mining Zcash specifically instead of like mining these other things that were like that it said it could mine? And the entire thing is the port. So you see port here. Well, this is the one I'm using specifically right now. But the port is 20570. But for Zclassic, the port is 20575. So just going back here, I did change it to 20575. So just literally change that 0 to a 5. And now you're mining Zclassic as opposed to Zcash, which is what I want to do. And that's pretty much it. Just reboot your rig and now you'll be mining Zclassic as opposed to Zcash. So yeah. If you're here solely because of you want to see exactly how to do it and get up out and whatnot, that's pretty much the end of the video for you then. Just to go, for those who might stay, just to tell you how I figured that out and whatnot. I guess it wasn't really that hard to figure out, but as like a new miner and whatnot, I didn't really want to mess with the settings too much, so I was just like, okay, it's mining Zcash for some reason, so I guess I'll just let it mine that. Even though I noticed that it wasn't the most profitable and whatnot, let's go back to what's mining, which you can plug in your GPUs and see like which coin is most profitable for you and whatnot. And you see here I have the profitabilities for 7 days, difficult revenue, average 7 days. I like the average because it just gives me a more realistic amount of what I'll be making, and you can see the difference between Zclassic and Zcash. It's a big difference. You're making over $10 more if you're using Zclassic on average. So that's just for if anyone else is using smOS and wanted to like, man, I wish I could mine that, but I don't know how to do it. Well, that's how you do it. So big shout out to this person right here. Bitcoin related. I was actually trying to figure out how to mine Zclassic and whatnot, and I just came across this video right here. It was actually showing something completely different. It was showing how to mine Zcash, but right, like as you can see right here, I saw him changing something inside the actual configuration. I was like, what? You can change something right there? I thought like if you basically if you mess up something like that, then you just won't be mining. But you can. He actually changed like the first part of his stuff from I think it was like Zec to Zen, and he was mining Zencash instead. So I was like, man. So I started looking at my settings and whatnot. I'm like, so what is the difference? Why is it mining Zcash specifically? What is the difference looking at this? And the only thing that came out in mind was the port. So that's why I went back here. I want to see if the port had just so happened to match up to what it was on the Zcash one, and it did. So I was like, okay, so let me see if Zclassic has a different port, and it did. So I literally just changed the 0 to a 5, rebooted the rig. Make sure you reboot the rig. If you just reload settings, it might not, your rig might not start mining yet. but reboot the rig, and it was literally mining Zclassic. So happy about that. That's pretty dope and whatnot. So yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be the end of the video. Just real quick, like, well, I guess I can make another video about that stuff. Well, maybe I'll just say it right now. Real quick is actually I forgot what I was going to say now. Awkward. Awkward. Okay. Anyway, so that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. There will be another video about my settings, specifically with my rig, how to get the most out of your 1080 Ti's. I have the Gaming X Edition, MSI Gaming X Edition specifically. So, yeah. And you guys have a great day. Peace.